We are blessed to have Mark Ward come and share one of his story. I'm just going to call them story songs, and because I appreciate so much his doing some research on some of the songs that he shares with us to give us the story and the history behind it. And in fact, I've taken a cue from him.
One of the best times I ever had was the years I got to spend touring as bass singer with a gospel quartet. And there's a joke I used to tell the audience. It went like this. I'd turn to the lead singer and I'd say, "Did you know that Jesus himself was a bass singer?" "Well, Mark, how do you figure that?" "Well, yeah, you can read it right there in the King James Bible. Jesus said, 'Lo, I am with you always.'" Another joke we used to tell, and it was half true, is that folk would come out to hear a gospel quartet for two reasons. One is to hear how high the tenor could sing, and the other was to hear how low the bass. And a legend among bass singers was a man by the name of J.D. Sumner. And in fact, for many years, he was in the Guinness Book of World Records for having sung the lowest note ever in a recorded song. Well, about 30 years ago, when I was working at a Christian radio station, I had the only gospel music show in the city. So when gospel quartets would come to our area, I would be invited to MC their concerts. And that's how one day I got to meet J.D. Sumner and the Stamps Quartet just a few years before he passed. And he did an old Southern gospel tradition. It's called a bass recitation. And rather than singing the words of the song, the words are spoken. And ever since that day when I heard J.D. Sumner give that recitation, I've wanted to do a recitation in church. And I asked Carl if that'd be okay, and he gave it the green light. So the recitation is entitled The Farmer's Prayer. It's about a farmer who prays for rain. So I think it fits our situation, and I think you might be blessed, but here it goes. Once I was walking by the side of the road when I saw an old farmer in a field he'd just hoed. His face was all brown and wrinkled by the wind, and he's talking with the Lord like he's talking with a friend. "Well, sir," he said in a voice calm and quiet, "them corn tassels need a sacking, but I got no string to tie it. Ain't had no rain in so long, the fields is mighty dusty. And it's been so unbearable hot, even the kids is getting fussy. And you look at the grass in that pasture, why, it ought to be knee-high. If you just send us a shower or two, Lord, it might keep the cow from going dry. Ah, but listen to me talking, Lord, why, you'd think I wasn't grateful. And if you didn't know me so well, why, you might think I was downright hateful. You might think I wasn't thankful for the new calf that you sent, and the money that came in the mail to pay the rent. Ma's cold's better and Johnny's home from the Navy. Ah, and that Sunday dinner, Lord, with chicken and dumplings and gravy. And that new preacher that you sent us, Lord, why, he sure is a fine young man. He's been preaching the gospel just to beat the band. So I'll just mosey on home now, Lord, and not take no more of your time. I suppose there's a heap of folks hereabouts that are waiting to ring your line. So evening to you, Lord, and watch over us tonight. And I won't worry none, 'cause everything's gonna be all right.